Let's head back out to the audience. Another question. Please tell us your name first and then fire away.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I guess firstly, congratulations on being so handsome, fellas.
That's a first.
Wow.
Awesome. And secondly, what's your favorite song to play live?
It kind of depends on the night. Sometimes you have a certain night and certain songs feel more on fire than other songs. I don't know.
Is it maybe a new song? I know, you got a great catalog to rely on, but because it's new and it's all kind of exciting and new stuff, is it sometimes the new stuff?
Yeah,
It's really hard.
I am a little biased to Please Don't Go Girl because it's got a lot of, memories attached to it and it's a little bit different.
Let's have, we have another question out there from somebody. Tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Shalini, and my question's for Danny, actually. We're thinking back to the breakdancing days and wanted to know if you still have the moves, and if so, if you care to show us.
Well, I gotta have on the proper gear to show you. I got on boots and jeans.
I brought some cardboard, man. I got my cardboard right.
Yeah, and it's a rug here, but I've done it on tour since we've gotten back together, and maybe I'll do it on this next tour, but that was my first, kind of introduction to performing, was learning to breakdance, and me and Jordan actually would battle against each other. He was in, a different crew than me, and it's kind of how we got to know each other. This was even before the group.
Yeah.
And then the group formed, and, it was kind of weird being in the same group with him in the beginning.
Yo, you supposed to be in another crew, man. How you in my crew? Then we hugged, and
yeah,
it was
hugged
good
it
from
out.
that. Yeah,
They had to put their switch combs away. No, but I think that's a good story. You learn a lot, over the years. But didn't you say that, Donnie asked you to be in the group, and you're like, I don't know. And then when you found out Jordan from the other crew was in it, you were like, wait a minute.
No, I found out John was in the group.
Oh.
Because I didn't know much about John, so I knew more about Jordan. And Donnie said John's auditioning, and he said, you should come. And I was like, all right, I'll come.
Nice.
I wasn't really into it in the beginning, but thank God. Whoa.
It's quite incredible when the kids at that age aren't thinking about the rest of their lives. They're not thinking about careers. You're not thinking about, being on tour and having families and doing that and bringing children into the lives of showbiz and doing all of that stuff. When you sign on, you say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go have some fun, right? But you guys have done that. You unwittingly at that time kind of made a big life-affecting choice, didn't you?
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true. When I first auditioned and Maurice, our producer, then he was like, "Yeah, man, you cool. You can be in the group or whatever." And then I went home and told my mom. I was like, "Yeah, Ma." He said I could be in the group, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to be famous or even try to be that kind of thing. And she's like, boy. No. She convinced me to stick with it. And she said, I think this is something good for you.
Why do you think she did? Why was she supportive of that?
I just think she thought it was something positive, and it was something that I had inside of me. I was singing since I was really little, and she knew that, it was what I should be doing. And instead of messing around on the street or doing whatever, she thought it was a good positive path. So she really pushed me in that direction.
Talking to people who've been fans of yours forever, I know that your folks were all, big parts of, they got to know your folks. Your mom, of course, you got the great foundation in her memory. Was it always universal acceptance and support across the board from everybody in your family?
Not so much for me.
Really?
Honestly, because I had a 4-year scholarship to Boston University at the time for academics. And I remember when I was leaving, my dad telling me, you're never going to make it. I don't think I've ever told that story. But why I'm telling it is because my dad was a very strict parent, and he really, I learned from him now, like now I admire him because I've seen him change over the years. And he's still like one of the parents that goes on our cruise every year, is like, he's like the ambassador for the group. He's like always socializing. And he later on, after a few years, came back and told me, I was wrong. I'm really proud of you. And to this day, every time I talk to him, he's like, I'm so proud of you. And it's just proof that people can change even in the later stages of their lives.
And I'm sure now as a parent, you can understand his hesitation, right? I mean, if you have kids.
If my son came to me and said, Dad, I want to go to college and work really hard and get great grades, would I accept that, or would I accept, Dad, I'm joining a rock band and I'm going to be famous? I'd be more like, maybe you should do the college thing. You know what I mean? Because it's such a long shot, really.
So you get where your dad was coming from with that. He was just looking out for you.
Yeah, I mean, I have a son he's a musician, and he just got accepted into Berkeley in Boston.
Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah, but he knows, like I've told him, like we're like the lottery ticket, and we've won the lottery twice. So it's very, very rare.
So you stand no chance.
No, I don't say that. I back him up. I've paid for his guitar lessons over all the years, and I support him, but I just tell him, you got to keep, the plan A is, your academics, and the plan B is the music.
And you got to do it because you love it. You know what I mean? You got to
be all in, baby.
You gotta do it because you love to do it. You know what I mean? And that's coming from someone, of course, like everybody wants to be famous. You know what I mean? And we come from a place we've lived it. So if you love it and you're doing it for the craft and you're learning from amazing people and working with and being touched by people and being able to touch people, you might not be driving the nicest cars and living in the biggest houses, but that doesn't matter, So that's what's important to me. But I've been real lucky, so it's hard. You think of how you're going to talk to your kids about that stuff because we've been so lucky, But we'll see. They're going to have their path.
Your kids are lucky to have you as parents. Your friends are lucky to have you as friends. Parents are lucky to have you guys as children. We've been lucky enough to have you here today.
We've been lucky to have you as a host. You've been an amazing host.
Killer, guys. Congratulations on this. I'll show you this right now. I don't have the CD in there because it's in my car.
Yeah.
It's absolutely killer. Great job. 10 New Kids on the Block, everybody.
I want to say to you guys, thank you guys all for coming down here today too, because it is Saturday and there's a lot of things you guys could be doing on a Saturday, and you chose to spend it here with us, and we appreciate that so much. Thank you.